Hey, what's up, guys? Back again for another horror movie review. But before I continue, I just want to let you know, in case you're wondering, yes, I'm trying to model myself after Abraham Lincoln and the Amish. Kidding. I'm not. I just wanted to crack a really bad joke. Before I continue, though, I have some honorable mentions. One, both of them Halloween-based movies. I guess Halloween, but well, one is, and the other's like magic, horror, fantasy, whatever. Anyway, one's called Trick or Treat, which is like a kind of like a cult following right now. Actually, when it came out, took off. Trick or Treat's like this anthology creep show ish. So basically, it's like a wraparound story with a bunch of short segments in between it. They're all horror Halloween based, and they're fun. It's not that family friendly, I wouldn't say. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that's like I don't want to say questionable, but like, horror movie themed, and yeah, a little violence, blood, gore, and just kind of pays respect to well, Halloween. And like I said, like there's every product imaginable, toys, the bobblehead collectibles, everything, T-shirts. Yeah, just type in Trick or Treat and movie, and I'm sure you'll see it. In fact, I'll leave a little IMDb link down below. Um, the other one, House with the Clock on the Walls. Uh, this one got like a theatrical release. Like I said, fantasy, magic. I think it's Halloween based. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen it. Anyway, Eli Roth did this one actually. Yeah, the same guy who did Cabin Fever and Hostel, did like a family friendly, still dark theme, but definitely you could bring the kids to watch this. Kind of puts you in mind of Hocus Pocus a little bit, just different. And like I said, it's fun. Definitely should be on the list, just for fun. Not to be taken seriously. For Halloween-based movies. But anyway, back to the goods. Today's review, I try to think of to do something different you guys might have not seen. Something original. Maybe not original. I mean, if you're listening to this channel and you know all my stuff, then what I'm talking about, you probably already know this. If you're a fan of especially Italian horror, like I said, this one's a no-brainer. I try to make it not sound forced. So I want to I was like going through my archives, like, which one should I put up? And this one kind of popped out. I was like, all right, what the heck, why not? I don't think I did a review of this one. I hope I didn't. Yeah. Anthropophagus. See that? I'm not going to say it twice because I just had to look up a video on how to pronounce this thing. Look at that name. Look at that. Imagine title on a movie that's crazy. The other name, the alternative, I guess like the international, is the Grim Reaper. There's no Grim Reaper in this. There's a guy hunting people on an island. So I guess I count that as a Grim Reaper. But anyway, whatever. It's a lot easier to pronounce than Anthropophagus. Now I'm saying it good. It took me forever to get this. Anyway, this is an Italian film, all right? And the director, Joe D'Amato. See that guy right there? Not his real name, because Italian directors wanted to have, especially when they did graphic horror like this, they want to have a bigger audience, international. So they would make up names. Like Lucio Fulci, for example. His American name, one of them anyway, was like Louis Fuller, and so on and so on. They would come up with these easier pronounceable names, so not so bright Americans could find it more acceptable, I guess. I don't know. Another actor that portrays the bad guy on this green box right here, George Eastman. Yeah, guys who know Italian horror know this man. Also, not his real name, but played in a lot of graphic horror, grindhouse, kind of foreign films and stuff. Anyway, what's this movie about? So you got a bunch of vacationers in Greece. Decides to go check out the Greek island, right? I don't think they named the one, but right off the bat, their party that they're traveling with, whatever. One of them is like a card reader, tarot card. She's like, "Oh my God, bad luck, bad luck, bad luck." And no one cares. They're like, "Oh, whatever, get out of here. We're going to a party island." Yeah, So half this movie takes place in the daylight, which is not normal for most horror movies, but great that it adds to it. It makes it feel, and it's like real dreamlike. Like the way the filter they use, the grain. I guess because it's like an old copy. I don't know. This movie's been re-released in Blu-ray. A lot more special features than this. This is one of the earlier DVD releases I got. One of the first fancy DVD that I got. Because obviously, if I didn't get, I would get the Blu-ray. But whatever. So yeah, vacationers, they go to this Greek island, and so the warnings were a red flag, number one, from their kind of psychic friend, I guess. And then, oh yeah, there's no one on the island, by the way. So when they get there, it's barren. They're like, where the heck is everybody? But everything looks like everyone left in a hurry. Everything's kind of disheveled. But still nice, still really attractive looking island. So they dig deeper. There's like warning signs etched in the windows, go away. And they eventually stumble upon like this mansion, like in the wilderness, like a bunch of woods and this house. It's not like a fancy rich house, kind of antique looking, but nonetheless fancy. And I think right off the bat, someone like hangs themselves, boom, and they think it's the owner. They investigate more as the night goes on. They go to like looks like a wine cellar, I think, and this lady just pops out. I don't know if she's like in a water tank or like a wine basket. It looks like it's like a lot of red going on, and she starts going after one of the vacationers. Like, no, stop. Well, they realize she's like not only scared, out of her wits, she's blind too. Somehow down the line, they match it that she's the daughter of the owner of that mansion house I was telling you about. So she doesn't really get the message across that there's someone on the island who's just killing and eating people. In fact, this little word right here that I'm not going to say again means cannibalism of human flesh. Now, I know cannibalism you think should be a pretty generic word. It means eating people. Yeah, but it means eating people of the same race. I don't know how that's different. I don't know where I was going with this actually. But anyway, that A word, means eating human flesh, where cannibalism is like, I guess, like too generic. Or else I'm sure the director would have called it that. Anyway, back to the story. Yeah, so they're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Meanwhile, we get like POV shots of this guy just, or you just hear him like breathing, like hunting people and stuff. Pretty soon the vacationers their numbers start dwindling. Who gets their head cut off? Who gets, killed, mutilated, whatever. And this goes throughout, which seems like a really long day into night, or night into day. I don't even know the heck, like the shots are weird sometimes. This movie wasn't built to be an A-class movie. I think this director, by the way, has shot like, soft porn, grindhouse films, horror movies with porn in them, stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't think he's worried. I think he's worried about more like shock value and how much he could get it. This movie made it to the video nasties. No surprise there. You know what the video nasties were? I'll tell you if you don't know. Video nasties were like these list of films that didn't make it through this British board of film advisories, pretty much. They would overlook violent movies, horror movies, and if they were too graphic, they would go to a certain list, either get cut down or just not, distributed at all. So yeah, this would, happen throughout, I guess the 80s, 70s, whenever there was like, whenever this, horror movie stuff kind of took off in Europe, the Brits were like really not going for the whole exploitation thing. So, they censored a lot of it. Fortunately, we live in the 21st century, so we could watch everything uncut, which is awesome. And, yeah, anyway, back to the story. So the vacationers are starting getting, taken out by this cannibal guy. By the way, we get a backstory on the cannibal here. But if there was no backstory, I wouldn't be surprised, because this director, he didn't need an explanation on why some random guy was eating people on an island. No. But we get one, though, and that's cool. Turns out that this guy was lost at sea on a raft with his, I guess from a shipwreck, with his wife and kid. Now the son winds up killing them. He's on the brink of death. Spoilers, by the way. Probably should have said that in the beginning. Sorry. And he winds up eating them because he has to live. Probably makes his way to the island as a madman, kills everyone there. And now you went through the present story I'm telling. So anyway, the vacationers start, getting smart and start trying to figure out ways to combat this guy. And what follows is more, mutilations, graphic violence, gore, and some grotesque stuff that I'm not going to mention because, well, not just for spoiling, but it's wrong. It's bad taste. I'm not going to say it. I'm sure there's been worser things, but I'm just not going to say it. Because I don't know who's watching these vids. I'm talking to you, kids. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and self-cannibalism. At the tail end I'm talking about. So, yeah. And that's really it, it becomes like a cat and mouse game. The blind girl eventually tells, the people that, kind of save their what's going on, and they're kind of like standoffish at first, but like I said, as the movie progresses, they know what's up. They know someone's after them, and it's like horrible. Like this guy is like relentless. Just look at the cover. There you go. Kind of explains a lot there. Yep. That's what you're getting with Anthropophagus, the Grim Reaper. So if you guys are into Italian horror, some grindhouse stuff, or in the mood for something more, heavier than espresso coffee, and that will settle you in for Halloween, definitely check this out. It's been out for a very long time, so I'm sure you can stream it, or whatever it is you watch film, Do I recommend it? Yes, I do, especially for a fan of Italian horror. I mean, like I said, this doesn't get brought up in the mix with the rest of the crew, like Mario Bava or Dario Argento. This is like, it's kind of like Ugly Cousin in the background, but still there. It's still worth it, and it's got everything a gorehound would want. Like I said, it's not the best in the genre, but it's definitely has its place. I think it's totally worth it. So there you go. It's my little review of this film right here, Anthropophagus, the Grim Reaper, Italian horror from Joe D'Amato. As far as the actors go, like I said, a lot of Italian usuals, like, you guys would know George Eastman. I'm sure to pronounce his name, Tia Farrow. That Farrow, by the way. People that know actors and actresses know who I'm talking about. I'll leave it at that. I'm bad at pronouncing names, so don't kill me. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys are doing well. And, I don't know. Let's see what else I can review. Not now, but down the road, If I have any more recommendations, I'll definitely let you guys know. But, I think you guys have a good Halloween plan. Like I said, it's just me giving my 2 cents, but you guys, I'm sure, have something more grand planned or whatever it is you do Halloween. Maybe you don't celebrate Halloween. I don't know. You think it's silly. Well, to weirdos like me, I like it. And I will continue pushing it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, stay spooky. Watch a lot of horror. Because it sure beats reality, right? Alright guys, until next time.